Hey guys, what's up? Zach here. Today we are here with the next round of F1 2014 Co-op Career. Here is the qualifying result. You can see there I'm in 10th position. Will is in 12th position. So not a very good qualifying result for either of the Williams cars here. And we'll skip ahead to the race here. So we do start near the back end of the... we start at 10th. I was going to say near the back end of the top 10, but we literally do just start 10th place here. So really we're just going to be hoping to get some sort of points here to try and get our championship challenge back on track here. And obviously Will try and do the same as well. He's leading the championship, but he wants to defend it as best as possible as well. And with both Mercedes starting on the front row, it's going to be pretty tough for us to claw a podium out of this one. But we'll see. I'm starting on the primes, Will starting on the option compound tyres. You can just see a terrible start here. I don't know why, but you just can't get good starts with the prime tyres in this game. At least that's what it's like for me. The options are just so much faster off the line. Will decides to go to the outside here. You can see him flying around the outside. I sort of lost him through all this sort of carnage on the... well, it wasn't really carnage, but all the action on this first couple of corners here. I was like, where has he gone? But, you know, you can see he's just flying through the field here. And he's up to 4th place already. He's already got in front of most of the cars here, except from both Mercedes. And I think it's Vettel as well that's in front of him. But we're going to try and make up some positions as well. Diving down the inside of a couple of cars here. It wasn't even intentional to try and get the move on Alonso there, but he left the door wide open, so I thought might as well take the opportunity and get the overtake done. So back up into P6, which is really good. You can see Will here ahead of both of these Red Bulls, and both Mercedes just flying off into the distance. So we've got Ricciardo and Vettel in front of us here, then Will in 3rd place. And I've got to say, I was actually pretty happy with this first lap here. No sort of silly moves on my part, but overall just good racing with the AI. They're a little bit silly into turn 1 still, they're quite slow, but overall they're a little bit better than I expected in all honesty. But still here, not that far behind Ricciardo here. Just going to try and get into a slipstream, but we lose way too much time through that corner there. So we're just going to skip ahead here to lap number 3, where we put it into the fast fuel mixture. A little bit of a mistake there, turning in a bit too early and hitting over the bollard, but we get the DRS and the fastest lap of the race. Now, Vettel opens his DRS a little bit late. We're going to go into turn 1. No, we're going to be making a move there, but we might be able to duck to the inside here. Vettel, oh, he's still there. Is he there? But he just moves out the way there. I'm not too sure what's happening there with the AI, but as soon as I was right behind him, I'm not too sure whether my front wing made any contact, but he just moved out the way. And now we've got Daniel Ricciardo. We're going to be able to make the same sort of move. I don't know. We're 4 tenths down on our previous lap time here, but the DRS will help us out into turn 1 here. Ricciardo looking for a move on Will, as he's been losing the back of the Mercedes here. But Ricciardo, once again, exactly the same thing happens here. I'm not too sure whether it's because I slightly tapped the back of their car, but I just move out the way, and I'm like, okay then. So up into P4 at that point, but now we have had cars in front of us pitting, and we've got Ricciardo on the attack. He's looking to the outside. He's got the move done. We're going to get into the slipstream here, get the sort of effect of the DRS, and brake just a little bit later here into the hairpin, and manage to get P2 back once again, which is good. Then skip ahead lap 8, and this is where we're doing our pit stop here. We're in the lead at this point, but obviously both Mercedes will be going through pretty easily, and obviously quite a few other cars as well. So really it's just about where we can come out after this pit stop. If we can be in the top 5 after this pit stop, that's definitely a good thing, because we don't want to be overtaking too many cars, but we have got the good tyres on. We have got the option tyres, the soft compound tyres, so it should be pretty good this secondary stint. But overall, it's just going to be about this pit stop as well. 3.7 stop, it ain't too bad whatsoever, and that's going to be pretty good. But we are going to be coming out, I think, outside the top 5. It's going to be extremely close to Alonso. Oh my goodness, side by side, out the pit lane, Alonso gives us space, and luckily there's no contact or anything. We managed to get out the pit lane and make sure there is no contact. So now we've got Will and Vettel battling it out for P3 here in the last podium position, and we're going to be hoping to take advantage of this. We've got the better tyres, we've got the fast fuel mixture, and hopefully we can get past these with ease. But we've got DRS in a minute here, so that should make it a little bit easier. But Will makes a mistake, gets very sideways, gets sideways again. Vettel wondering what on earth is happening. We managed to capitalise on that, and we're going down the inside of Vettel. Will goes to defend. We've got purple sector 2, and now we've managed to get up into P4 once again. Now we are in the DRS zone as well, so that's really good. Now we can just take advantage of this. We're in the same car as Will. He won't have DRS. I will have DRS, so this should be pretty easy for us to get this overtake done. We're in the slipstream anyway because we've got that fast fuel mixture as well. Everything just coming together, and we're getting a good run onto the straight. And we've got extreme speed down the straight. Vettel in my slipstream just riding right behind my car. But Will decides to go for an optimistic lunge down the inside. We had to turn out the corner. We managed to get back, but Vettel is doing a bit of contact with us, so that's a little bit annoying. Skip ahead to the next lap. We've got a very similar situation. Will is there, but this time we're actually in front, so we won't be getting the DRS, and he will. So a little bit of a reverse situation, but sort of the same in a way. So he's in the zone. So he's in the detection point. Sorry, not the activation point. The detection point is there. He's within a second, so he will be getting DRS. And then the activation point somewhere down the straight, about halfway down. I think there you can see the little line on the minimap. So activation point is there. He'll be having the DRS right now. He's got a little bit of a gap here, so at this point I was asking, are you going to overtake? And I was just hoping he wouldn't go for the dive bomb, but he did. He went extremely late on the brakes, and he managed to block it off as well. So he keeps the position there. And then that's Vettel trying to go for a move, but he couldn't get that done. So now we're going to try and go to the outside to put Will offline. It's his final turn. He brakes late and managed to get the cutback into the final turn. A little bit sideways, get DRS as well. Fast fuel mixture, everything coming together once again. And we're going to be able to easily get a podium in this race now. Just really, it's about whether he'll go for the same move on the next lap. Let's hope he doesn't. But anyway, let's just see what happens in these final couple of laps here, because we can easily lose this position, but we can't really get anything better than third place here. But final lap of the race, we've managed to pull away from the rest. Rosberg is still in second place here, and Hamilton's gone across the line to win. So it's looking like a very interesting podium and top four really, with all of the top four Mercedes powered cars, pretty much showing that the Mercedes is the best engine for this track. And Red Bull weren't really able to compete after the pit stops. They just really didn't have the pace. So Vettel dropping down to 6th place there, and Ricciardo in 7th. Will manages to keep 4th place there and keep his championship lead alive just about, as we'll skip ahead to the standings any second now, but it's extremely close in the standings between 1st and 2nd. And also I closed up as well, and there you can see Will has the championship lead by 1 point. It couldn't be much closer going to the next round, and let's be honest, in Spain and Monaco, me and Will are just expecting not to have very good results, so it's going to be interesting. And you can see we're 3rd in the standings, so that's pretty good, and 13 points off the lead. So mathematically we can easily get into the championship lead after this next round, but we're not good at Spain whatsoever, so I wouldn't be too surprised. But anyway, Red Bull down to 3rd in the Constructors, Mercedes up to 2nd as expected, and we're still leading, so that's good. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video, and until next time, Spinax, I'm out of here. Goodbye.